Okay, the first thing we're going to do as we start painting the heart is stencil the words winter time at the top. I want to get those down because once we get to the tree with the star, they're going to be overlapping those letters. So we want to get them down first since they're going to be behind. So we're going to use the wintertime stencil for that. And I want these letters at a little bit of an angle. They don't fit quite so well just straight across the heart. So what I'm going to do is on the left side, angle the word winter and bring it down just so that the tops of the W and the R on either side are about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of the heart. So we have a little bit of a border there. So I'm going to hold that into place, and I'm going to use the little number 8 dome blender, Traditions dome blender, and pick up my paint on that, and we're going to stencil those letters in. Now I'm going to use the color, the blue that we mixed with a little bit more white, so that we have a little softer blue as we stencil. So I'm going to pick up some of the blue on my brush and work it here on the edge of my wax palette, and pick up a little more white and just brush mix them together so that we have a little softer blue. And then I'm going to just sort of pounce over the stencil to fill in those letters with the blue color. You can just pick up a little more paint on your brushes as it starts running out. And you can either pounce this, or if you want to work in a little circular motion with your brush, that works also. And you're just going to continue this until you get each of the letters of winter filled in. Okay, I'm up to the final letter of winter, the R. So we're going to finish stenciling that in. You can go back and touch any spots that, as it dries, it gets a little darker. You can see if you've missed any spots. It won't be a perfectly even color, but okay. So we've got winter stenciled in. I'm going to lift the stencil up, and you can see there are the letters, winter. So you want to let them dry for a second, and then we're going to go on and do the word time. Okay, our winter is dry now, so I'm going to reposition the stencil to have the word time angling the opposite direction on the other side of the heart. And as I lay this out, I want to position it so that the bottom of the T and the bottom of the R are in approximately the same plane across the heart. And then I'm going to slide the stencil so that the distance from this edge of the heart is about the same on the T as it is here on the E on the right side of the heart. And so that it looks like the E and the W are about the same spot on the heart. I'm going to touch it up just a little bit. Okay, so there, once you've got that position, you're going to go ahead and stencil in the color the same as you did on the word winter. So you're going to use your blue again with a touch of the white mixed into it, and just fill in those letters. Okay, we're over here to the letter E, our final letter that needs to be stenciled. And then you can go back and again double check to see if there's any spots that were missed. Especially in the little corners of the letters. So I think that's finished. So we're going to set our brush aside and lift the stencil off. And there, our letters wintertime are stenciled into place. We'll do a little more enhancing to the stencil later as we move on, but the next thing I want to move to is the snowman.